Toyota's CEO just dropped a bombshell announcement that's about to shake up the entire American truck market. And no, this isn't another overpriced, luxury-laden behemoth. This is something completely different. Something that could finally give working Americans an affordable option that actually makes sense. If you've been completely priced out of buying a new truck, or if you remember when pickups were simple, practical tools instead of $70,000 status symbols, what I'm about to show you is going to blow your mind. Because Toyota is doing something no other major automaker has dared to attempt, bringing a genuine Japanese K-truck to America. Let's be honest, the average new pickup in America costs over $50,000. Mid-size trucks start at $35,000. Even compact pickups begin around $30,000 and climb fast with options. Meanwhile, beds get shorter, cabs get fancier, and actual utility takes a back seat to leather seats and touchscreens nobody asked for. Contractors finance trucks like houses. Small business owners nurse ancient vehicles because they can't afford replacements. Farmers pay luxury car prices for basic farm implements. The market has failed working Americans, but Toyota just found the solution. Enter the Daihatsu Hijet. Now, before you write this off as some unknown brand, here's what you need to know. Daihatsu is owned by Toyota, which means this little truck could easily arrive at dealerships wearing Toyota badges, giving it instant credibility with American buyers. The Hijet has been a workhorse in Japan since 1960. That's over 6 decades of refinement across 11 generations. This isn't some experimental concept or untested design. This truck has proven itself in one of the world's most demanding markets. But here's what makes this really interesting. Recent policy changes have finally opened the door for these vehicles to enter the American market legally, and Toyota is ready to take advantage of that opportunity. While every other manufacturer chases higher prices and more luxury features, Toyota is going in the complete opposite direction. They're bringing back what trucks used to be: simple, durable, affordable tools that prioritize function over flash. The Hijet uses what's called a Cabover design. That means the driver sits directly above the front axle, not behind a long hood like traditional pickups. Think about what that means in practical terms. When you're backing into a tight loading dock, you have a perfect view of exactly where your front bumper is. No guessing, no craning your neck, no having someone outside guide you into position. When you're maneuvering around equipment in a crowded warehouse or navigating narrow farm roads, you can see everything directly in front of you. Try doing that in a modern F-150 with its massive hood stretching out ahead. The overall design follows what engineers call tough functionalism. Every single element serves a purpose. There's nothing here just for show. Recent updates brought LED lighting and improved aerodynamics, but the fundamental shape remains purely utilitarian. And you know what? That's exactly what working buyers need. Here's where things get really fascinating. The Hijet measures just 133.7 inches in total length and 58.1 inches in width. For perspective, that's roughly the size of a compact car. Yet it hauls cargo like vehicles twice its size. The wheelbase sits at just 74.8 inches, giving it a turning radius of approximately 11.8 feet. Anyone who's tried to turn around a full-size truck on a narrow road knows the frustration of multiple point turns. This truck eliminates that problem entirely. It navigates job sites, warehouse districts, and parking situations that would leave conventional pickups completely stuck. But here's the genius of the Cabover design. By eliminating that long hood, engineers freed up maximum space for the cargo bed. Standard configurations provide over 6.3 feet of usable bed length. That's real hauling capacity, not the pathetic abbreviated beds you get on modern crew cab pickups. Even better, the bed floor sits just 26 inches off the ground. If you've ever spent a day loading heavy materials into a high-riding truck, you know how much that lower height makes a massive difference in how your back feels by the end of the shift. All three sides of the bed drop down independently, turning the truck into a flatbed platform. You can load from any angle with a forklift, and you can accommodate oversized items that simply won't fit in a conventional pickup. The cab comes in multiple configurations. Standard models focus on essentials. High-roof versions add clearance for hard hats. Jumbo cabs include reclining seats for long shifts. Entry height is just 16.3 inches with doors opening 67 degrees wide. For delivery drivers making dozens of daily stops, that prevents fatigue from constantly climbing into elevated cabs. Inside, durability beats luxury. Dashboards withstand years of commercial use. Storage includes trays for clipboards and devices, cup holders, and overhead shelves. These are practical accommodations for people who work from their vehicles. Higher trims offer modern touches, screens up to 9 inches with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, plus telematics for monitoring multiple vehicles. But function remains the focus. Under the seats sits a 658cc three-cylinder producing 46 horsepower and 44 pound-feet of torque. Before dismissing those numbers, remember this weighs less than a crossover and is geared for low-speed hauling. Four-wheel drive offers 3 modes. Two-wheel drive maximizes efficiency. Four-wheel drive auto engages automatically when traction drops. Four-wheel drive lock provides 50-50 torque split for snow or mud. Specialized variants include agricultural models with differential locks and heavy-duty springs. There are dump bed versions, refrigerated models, and passenger cabin configurations. Higher trims include safety systems with automatic emergency braking, lane warnings, and adaptive cruise control. Here's where this truck becomes truly game-changing. In Japan, the Hijet sells for approximately 1.02 to 1.53 million yen, depending on configuration. At current exchange rates, that translates to roughly $7,000 to $11,000 for a brand new truck with a warranty from Toyota. That's 1/3 the price of the cheapest compact pickup currently available in America. It's 1/5 the price of a typical mid-size truck, and it's less than 1/7 the price of a loaded full-size pickup. For contractors trying to add a second or third truck without taking on debt that rivals a mortgage payment, this price removes the barrier entirely. For small business owners who've been nursing aging vehicles because they can't afford replacements, this opens up possibilities they thought were gone forever. For farmers who need practical transportation around the property without spending luxury car money, this is exactly what they've been waiting for.